Good afternoon. We are here.
Hey, Paulie.
With the Pirrone Prieur show.
At the Indian Creek Zoo.
We've got Joe Garverick here as our guest. Amazing guy. Got a lot going here at the zoo. Got a cool mural behind us. Little logo. I'm going to go ahead and thank our sponsors real quick. We got Barron Insurance. Check them out.
Great company.
Great rates. Great company. Great people. Great service. Can't say enough good about them. Been in downtown Temperance for a long time, since 1930. Check them out. We got Jacob's Supply. Amazing company. Does a great job. Can't say enough good things about Jacob and his family and just what they do for this community in a short time frame.
Well,
coming from where they came from, the garage sale.
Well,
it's crazy.
Look what he did to his building, and I mean, he's got great prices in there for appliances, roofing. You need windows, flooring.
Yep.
He's got it.
And this zoo, I mean, they buy almost everything from them. So, great partnership. And Indian Creek Zoo, here located in Bedford Township, right there off Concierge Road. Check them out. If you haven't been here in a while, this place changes every time you come back. I mean, there's new attractions, new things for the family. They got food trucks. They got it going on here. And I'm super excited they're here in this community to stay. And we just love them. So, Joe, thanks for being on.
Good afternoon.
It's good to see you. Got matching shirts here.
I see that.
Pretty nice.
You still got the price tag in the back. I hope you pay for it on the way out.
What did you just take it off the rack, Joe? Did he pay for it?
On the way out, he will.
Charge him double.
Yeah. So you've got some new things happening here.
We do.
Some food trucks.
We do.
You've got the bounce trampoline bounce deals for the kids.
Bounce
See, now
pillows.
you've really got this place to where, you could spend an afternoon here.
Yeah.
It's no longer you come in, you walk around, you leave. You could come here, hang out, eat, ride a camel, ride a train safely. You have ADA compliance. You got all your concrete throughout the place.
Yeah, over 800 yards of concrete, another 200 more yards going in this year.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, but it's so cool to see the new entrance, the new gift shop area. It's constantly getting better and better and better.
Thank you.
From where you've started, I mean, just a short, 5 years ago is when you really started pushing the zoo. I mean, it's totally different since then. I mean, it's totally different.
Well, you just had a.
Oh, I forgot Al was on here too.
Now we get into the real meat of it.
Let me move the giraffe.
Yeah, let's put that right back where it needs to be. Joe, they just had an article about private zoos, and your Indian Creek was featured in it. What's kind of going on in the industry with private zoos a little bit?
Well, there's been a lot of private zoos around. There's two organizations. They're both just independent organizations. There's AZA and ZAA. They're both about zoos. The one is mainly the big zoos, which you call, that's owned by the cities and states and stuff, which would be Columbus Zoo, Toledo Zoo, and all those guys. And they're AZA. We belong to AZA and ZAA. We're on 41 acres here. We have 400 animals and over 85 different species. And like Paul was saying, we poured concrete all the way through, 12 foot wide. So we're really, we're a different zoo by design. We're up close and personal. And that's what's made us so popular. And people driving 3-4 hours to get here, where you're not looking, is there a sloth in that room? You can go up and pet one. You're not looking, where's the alligators today? So we're proud of that. We did that. This zoo's different by design. And we have a whole different feature than your big zoos. And people seem to like it. They're coming up and thanking us every day. So that's neat. We got a great staff here. We got a great marketing lady. And we love being in Bedford. We just love it, and the support we have.
The thing is the benefit that you guys are to the community as a whole. You have people traveling here, because I was here for the vendor day for the Halloween, and 10,000 people came through. And I could not believe, because I asked people, because I was in campaign mode, and I asked people, where are you from? Because I would engage in more of a conversation if they're from Bedford. And I could not believe all the people that were from a 2-hour radius.
Yeah.
A 2-hour radius. I mean, it wasn't predominantly Bedford people here.
Correct.
They're coming from all over. So you know what that means? They're getting gas here. they're eating in your restaurants, because I couldn't believe how many people were like, oh, we're going to go hit the Charlie Mops or the Doolittles or the Mason Jar right down the road or get a pizza. They're eating here. They're stopping and at the convenient marts. I mean, it's just the trickle effect that this place is having on this community is unbelievable.
Well,
you are such a benefit.
Well, and you never know with economic development, and that's one of the things they always say. What are the things that you can do in your community? You never know when somebody from the downriver area, especially, comes to Bedford and says, you know what, I think I might want to move there. Because I've talked to a few people that were like, we didn't know about Bedford.
And those are the things you really don't know.
No, because they just drive on 75, going to Florida or Toledo or whatever.
Hey, let's stop at the zoo.
Yeah, and now all of a sudden they actually get into our community.
Correct.
And they can see it.
Yeah.
So,
We had over 100,000 guests last year, and we're thinking we're going to be at 150,000 this year.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Our start's been great. And,
I think a lot of that is because people can spend a good day here.
Yeah.
They can you can spend a half a day here now and enjoy yourself. You guys have what is that awning out there called?
You need to buy a vowel van of white or what?
I need a what is that awning?
Pavilion.
Pavilion. You could rent the pavilion, or I don't even know if you rent it and have a family reunion, or you can have your events here.
Correct.
So it's more than just you can come pay $5, walk around and come. It's really cool.
You've come a long ways in since when you had some camels and so on. Did you always have a love of animals, Joe?
I did. As a kid, I raised fox at home and pigeons and everything, and I got in the zoo business a little bit by accident, and it just really grew. We've been blessed, and one of the things that people don't realize, they tell you, they say, why a zoo? Well, things have changed and evolved over the years on kids playing sports a lot younger. When I was in school, you didn't start to 7th grade.
Right.
Today, they're starting soccer and stuff at 5 years old and that. And zoos is one of the fastest growing businesses in the United States. It's bigger than all sporting events combined. So if you take hockey, everything, football, soccer, and zoos is bigger than all of them. Example, there's 310 million people in the United States. Over 150 million people go to zoos and growing. Mm-hmm. So when you put those facts together, it's kids, kids, kids. If you got something to do, parents want to do stuff with their young kids. If you drive around here, our kids are from about 6th grade down, basically.
And the camps, you guys have some pretty cool camps.
We got some great camps.
Tons of kid stuff.
Yeah, so we're excited. We love doing what we do.
But you got put on the map though, really, when you brought that giraffe here.
Yeah.
That giraffe came, puzzles, and you can literally pet him, and he's taking your hat off your head.
Yeah, he's very unique.
He really put the zoo on the map, in my opinion.
How old is
it
Puzzles?
changed it.
Puzzles is, I think, 8 now.
Okay.
We have 3 giraffes from 2, 5, and 8. We got the last one, Toski, that came from a zoo up in Michigan, Boulder Ridge Wild Animal Park, and it's named after the Petoskey Stone because of the pattern on the side.
Oh, wow.
You guys I'm sure you were known for the news of the passing of the Lucas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
that's
virus.
sad. I'm
Very
sure you can
sad.
share the sentiment of a sadness when you go
I
through.
got a call yesterday morning about 6 o'clock from a buddy of mine that works there and told me Lucas had passed away, and I didn't, I was going to get out, let the news do it and stuff, but, they did everything they could do, and they had ProMedic involved, and they had everything they could do. It's just I don't know much about that disease, and it sounds like everybody's still learning on it. But
And then you made some national news a couple years ago with the famous gator.
Yeah. Yeah, that was, wow.
What's that gator called? What do they nickname it? Or you guys named it here,
Yeah,
right?
the girls named it. I'm sure what they called it.
Bedford something,
Yeah.
the Bedford.
Yeah, after my day of chasing him, a 3-foot alligator whooped me after 8 hours. I finally had to call the Drain Commission and said, hey, will you do me a favor? And they said, they come down and drain the pond so we could grab it.
Yeah.
And we found bicycles in there. And one guy called us and goes, was that bicycle Schwinn about 1974? I lost mine out there,
Oh, my gosh.
And we're going, I don't know. It was
Right.
pretty rusty.
It's funny.
So there was a lot of neat things, but we're excited. We got a lot of new things going, and the jumping pillows and the giraffe feeding
Those are cool.
stations and camel rides and train rides and up close and personal is what we love.
You know what I find really interesting and cool about this place, you and Patty, you guys give back so much. You guys are so involved in this community. You give to the sports. You give to every single event that's in this community. You give to the veterans. You give to the people in need. And it's not just flaunting.
Well,
I mean, you hear
they've been
stories,
doing that for a long
this
time.
This lady with an autistic child needed camel milk. Joe's just giving her camel's milk. I mean,
And Joe's been involved
there's tons of stories
for
like
years.
that. So I really appreciate that, and how often you guys are a part of this community as far as giving.
We feel so lucky and privileged, and thank God that this is work.
Is luckily a word?
Yeah.
It's
It is with me. They kicked me out of 6th grade because I wouldn't shave. I went to
Joe,
work.
it's okay.
I don't know. Is it
It's
a word?
okay.
Is that
It's
what-
okay, Joe. If you want to hit him, it's okay, Joe. I'll tell you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it now.
So yeah, we feel very fortunate, and we love to get back, and we talked before in a couple programs, and we'll help anybody that'll help themselves, and things happen to people and stuff.
It does.
People will call us and say, "Can you do this?" And we do it, try to anonymously, a lot of it, because do it for the right reason, and if you can help somebody out, and you just don't know how much that means to some people.
Right.
And we're working on some neat things right now, and got some neat things happening. We're going to set up. We haven't even announced this before, but we're going to set up a scholarship program. And,
That'll be good.
Yeah, we're going to do. I donate to Whiteford for one right now, class of '76 when I graduated, and we do that. And since we're in the community here, we're going to do it also here.
Well, we were just sitting here with and he's, I'll give $2,000 towards that police monument and memorial that you guys are doing. I mean, it's just like without even a thought.
Well,
he's involved in
I
giving.
think you got to go back a little bit longer with Joe than just the zoo, because I remember going to his driving range all the time, and then you got into the golf course business and so on. So this hasn't just happened overnight. Joe's been involved in the business community for quite a few years.
I tell people, my dad started with Whitman's and Francis's and just a whole bunch of other people's wives. The ministry down at Tweedle Jail. He went down there every Saturday for 35 years. It was crazy,
Your dad did?
My dad did, and that was a giving back. And I remember as a kid, we'd go down to Cherry Street Mission at night and stuff, So, that's how I was raised. I went to the old First Baptist Church in Temperance, and I go back to where First Baptist Church was at the corner of Lewis and Temperance, with the old bell with Tim Andrew would ring the bell, and then they built a new church and that. So, and it just always, your product or your upbringing, and a lot of times you see kids that go a little south sometimes, but if they have that upbringing, a lot of times they'll come back. But if they don't know about it, guess what? So I think it's very important, and lives that, I've read letters when my dad passed away where I was reading letters going, oh my gosh, that changed their lives, and it was great. So, if me and Patty can do stuff here, we love it. I love what I do. I love the animals. I love seeing the kids. So it's all just a neat deal here. I've got about 4 businesses right now, and this is the one I love the most. I just enjoy it, so.
What do you see the challenges, though, as you grow and so on? Because, that's a lot of responsibility every day taking care of a zoo.
Yeah,
Never ends.
It's, we got a great staff. I'll be honest with you, easier now because it's supporting itself. When you're reaching in one pocket and feeding, my other business to get it going, it takes 5 years to make any profit. It's just about any business, and it took us that. So there was a lot of money put in here, and right now it's hiring the right staff, making sure enrichment, making sure all of our enclosures are good. Our whole property's fenced in. We're not into the tigers and lions. We're not getting into that stuff, which we could, but that's not our forte on it. And
how's the bears?
Bears are great. They hibernate all winter, so they sleep. You don't have to feed them.
Wow.
But we got 4 of them. They're very tame. 99% of our animals you can touch and everything staff-wise, and that's great because of vet purposes in that. If you got a kangaroo, it's scared and it's bouncing off walls, it's going to get hurt. And
So do you still interact with the bears?
yeah.
Does that make you nervous at all?
No.
I mean, does the
I make
public
sure
get to
they eat.
interact with them at
No,
all?
I make sure they eat first.
Definitely.
They're not hangry.
Right.
But no, I'll go in. The other staff does it, because we just don't.
Well, they're big enough now they could be dangerous.
Yeah. And they named that one Jeffrey Dahmer with an eating disorder at the other zoo, So.
Did they really?
Oh, no.
But no, we got Jigs and Sweet Pea back there and Cinnamon. And
You have the third bear now.
I got
because
4.
You have 4 now.
Cinnamon and Sage. They're both a year old, and the other ones are 2 years old. And you'll see them out there climbing the trees. It's all fenced-in enclosure with cantilevers so they can't get out, but there's natural trees. They'll go up 40 foot in a tree.
Wow.
And if they climbed up their walls, they're tilted in and they could never get out. So we have electric fence there too, but I wanted, if power went out, we still didn't have to worry.
So what new animals do you have this year? People are coming out. Any new additions?
We've got baby Bactrian camel, the 2-humper, and then the 1-humper. You know the difference, right, Al, on them? Number of humps.
I'm clueless on
The
that.
Bactrian is from China and Mongolia, up in the mountains. They can handle 30 degrees below zero. And the other ones are desert camels, and they can still handle the cold because at night it's 30 degrees in the desert.
Okay.
So we got some babies born there and some baby goats, and I think we got a sloth pregnant. We got 6 sloths. We got more sloths than anybody in this part of the country, 20 states, and so we enjoy it.
And you do some pretty cool experiences with the sloths.
We do. People come in. You can do a giraffe experience, a sloth experience, and camel rides. Just a lot of up close and personal touch them. So,
I'll tell you what. I was in California. And we did a elephant ride. That was different. You know what I mean? The way they move and
exactly. Yeah.
That was pretty exciting.
Amazing creatures.
Oh, they are. They are.
Well, cool. We're going to go ahead and go check out some other parts of the zoo. And so follow us along for the ride.
This is our pavilion here for the birthday parties, and we got one going on today. And down here on the right, we got 2 of our youngest bears. This is Cinnamon and Sage. These are a year old, and the ones that was in this enclosure last year out back, and they're 2 years old. So they were in there swimming, and got some stuff hanging in here for enrichment in that form, so they can play. But
It's too big of a stand.
very neat creatures. Come on out here and let's see the giraffes. This is one of a kind. We got 3 giraffes here. Very, very neat. The world famous puzzles, and we'll get up there. And you're just gonna have to watch your hat and glasses when you come up. And this here's puzzles. And the little one is Toski. Let's walk up, we'll get a little film. We'll see what's going on here. How was the giraffe encounter? Did you like it? Super. Good. Come on up here and we'll.
Ooh, he's got his eye on my hat.
Could you take their hats off?
He's seeing it.
Pop your hat off because he'll steal it. So this is puzzles.
Hey, buddy.
Puzzles and Paul
Remember
Pirrone.
me?
Here, Paul, put it in your mouth. Let him eat it. Come on, Al.
The lettuce tastes good though.
Isn't he special? Huh? Isn't he special? What do you say, big guy?
Incredible.
He's like, I love you. Oh.
What? What? So that's puzzles.
Very cool. So yeah, now what can people do, Joe, with donations?
Yeah, we do meat and
You know,
stuff. We
somebody's
use
got
a
some
lot of meat.
some
and
meat
that.
in the freezer.
Yep. T-bones and fillets.
Yeah, not expired.
Yeah, for us.
Preferably fresh.
Right.
Yeah. Helps my anorexia stay in remission.
Right.
You know, so
The
don't.
grill's going at about 2.
Yeah.
Bring them
so-
on.
Bring on.
Yeah, and I've had this under control for about 15 years. So
Just salt
so
and
you
pepper
know.
marinade.
Yeah.
Just trying to maintain right now.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Such a big animal. Man. And puzzles is 8?
yeah, I think roughly.
Wow. 7?
Yeah, I guess he was 7 April 5th.
Buddy. It's good to see you. Good to see you. It's got such an interesting smell.
Yeah, oily.
Oily. Yeah, oily.
We didn't have to lick it.
Go down on the train and we'll get Paul up here on a camel ride. So, Township Supervisor Paul Pirrone, last day in service after he fell off a camel.
Man, this is awesome. Al, you got to try this, dude. So is this a one humper or
This is a one humper.
one humper? And
This is a
typically
dromedary.
These ones usually give the rides.
Yeah.
Nice. So this is a great experience. Getting on the camel, riding around. Great view. Nice and smooth. Kick my feet up. I couldn't imagine being on this throughout a whole desert riding 20 miles. I'd have to sit up. How cool. Very cool. Oh, thank you. That was fun. Thanks, buddy, for the ride. Don't spit at me.
We got 2 different sizes here. Kids 52 inches and down and over 52 inches. And you can see they're having a riot. And
I'm gonna give it a try.
Paul's gonna go on this. Go on this one, Paul.
Huh?
Paul, go on this one.
This one?
Yeah. 54 and above.
You sure? You okay?
Yeah, just be careful. This kid's on there.
Here
Okay.
we are. Come on this one.
Woo! Come on, Al!
There we are.
Yeah, that's cool. Man, you really bounce on that. Woohoo!
It's a tarp. Yeah, we
Go
pump,
do it, Al.
We pump air into it.
Yeah, I need a knee replacement. That's what I need to do.
And, and we got this one over here for the young kids. So These are about 3 weeks old at Indian Creek Zoo. Before.
Now, do they dig their own den?
Yeah, they dig their own den. And so besides, he's probably 200
Remember
pounds
me?
or
I
better.
held you when you were a baby.
Yeah. But they're still pretty tame. They climb the trees. This habitat's really neat. And they go up there and sit, and they'll go up 30, 40 feet in the air. So.
Does he still know you pretty well?
Yeah,
then, huh?
yeah, I go in with him. Yeah. We give him apples and treats and stuff, and
It's very cool.
they're always sniffing. Their smell is so good.
So cool.
We build everything here, and it's just absolutely amazing. Marlo Hercules helped us on the fence, donating and stuff. We make our own medals, so take our hats off to the people that's donated to us. But that den is really neat. They dug underneath there, and that's their pond, and they dug underneath and slept there till April, and they came out.
Now, will you fill that back in, or you just
Nah,
leave
we'll
it,
just let them use
leave
it.
it for next year?
Yeah, let them use it. Here comes the train again, and we've got 800 yards of concrete in here. And it really makes it,
Does that train run on propane or
runs on batteries.
battery?
It's an electric train. It's what they call mall trains. They have them in the malls. But it works great out here, and you can see it's always full. So. Yeah. This area here is an area that's called No Child Left Inside. We'll be developing this summer about kids to get them out and get them off of computers, get them outside and play.
Dude, that's
So
a
this
neat,
whole area will be designed in here with picnic tables and
that's
stuff.
a neat oak tree right there. So thank you so much for tuning into our show today. What a great time we had checking out the zoo.
What an unbelievable
gem.
tour.
Real
Thank our
quick.
sponsors.
Barron's Insurance, Indian Creek Zoo, Jacob Supply. Come on out and check this zoo out. You're
They-
missing out. This is so cool.
Oh, he's got incredible animals, food trucks.
Yep. See you soon.